How to become an architect consultant, presented by Archareer. Archareer is a job board catering to architects, interior designers, city planners, and landscape architects. It's free to post jobs for companies with the option to pay for premium listings, and we also offer a number of portfolio templates and resume templates for candidates looking at those jobs. So let's get into this. How to become an architect consultant. Architecture is a large field with a myriad of job descriptions being considered a part of the profession. Before you enter this line of work, it is important that you understand how the different work profiles work and which one may be best suited to your needs and talents. If you feel pulled towards the more creative aspect of architecture, you may want to become a design architect. If the technicalities are what interest you the most, you could become a production architect. Or you may prefer to start off in a small firm and gradually build your portfolio by carrying out both sides of the job. Among all these options, there's also one that allows you to become an architect consultant. Who is an architect consultant? An architect consultant can be a business owner or manager who is employed for particular projects or by large and small design firms to help out in their realm of expertise. An architect consultant needs to be a licensed professional who has a number of years of experience in their field. He or she may be employed in a wide variety of scenarios. For example, some may be working alone with a special focus on smaller units or specialty projects, while others may be engaged by some mid-sized companies to work on a contractual basis. Finally, even large architecture firms employ architect consultants to help them with several commercial or public projects. A consultant's role in this field can vary according to their specialization, but they're usually engaged to help their client build an innovative design solution. This can include the designing phase or the main planning and management part of the job. An architect consultant usually brings some special expertise to the table, and it could be the role they play in designing or management of a building project. These architects may be more inclined towards working in the field of their choice, for example, conservation, green architecture, urban design, and so on. Now that you understand what an architect consultant does, it's time to move on to how this stage can be achieved. Every architect has to have a certain number of qualifications to work in the country. In addition to this, consultants need more years on the job to learn the ropes and finally assist those who want to engage their services. In other words, you're not just going to be able to graduate college and become an architect consultant. It doesn't work like that. First, education. After you're done with high school, you'll be required to enroll yourself in a 5-year bachelor's degree in the field of architecture. The school that you choose to attend must be acknowledged by the apex body of the National Architectural Accrediting Board, or the NAAB, for it to be considered good in the United States. All states, however, have their own requirements. If you've already received a bachelor's degree in some other field, you can apply for a master's program in architecture. This may take between 1 and 5 years depending on your major during your undergraduate degree. Next is interning, and this could be considered like a traditional internship, or in architecture, the title intern architect or architectural intern, it doesn't necessarily mean intern. It just means like an entry-level architect. Once you're done with the education part, you have to register yourself as an architect before you can take up work independently. Once you're a licensed architect, you may want to work under experienced architects in the field of your choice to improve your skills. Most architects don't jump into starting off their own agency or company or practice right after receiving their licensure. On the contrary, they usually join a large architecture firm or a mid-sized company, or they could join a smaller firm, really hone in on their whatever niche they're trying to be in. And finally, building your own practice. After getting about 5 to 10 years of experience as a professional architect, some architects break away from bigger companies to start their own practice. They may do this with the objective of taking on their own clients or to start consulting for different firms. Consultants are usually hired because of their specialty in a particular field. This specialization is cultivated during the years that they work in the field. The job of consultant also involves a lot of networking and building relations with prospective clients. Meeting additional requirements. The process of learning does not end once you start your career as an architect consultant. You will have to meet some continuing education requirements to stay ahead in the field. This may include retesting for different certifications on a regular basis, taking on different workshops and classes to enhance your skills, or attending professional conferences. Any profession is a constant circle of learning, and architect consultants are no exception to this rule. An architect's job can seem quite fun and maybe even glamorous from the outside, but you need to keep in mind that it's a lot of long hours and hard work. Along with the creative side of designing buildings and structures, you need to be experts in the technical arena as well. This involves a lot of calculations, understanding the concepts of math and science, and finally, handling the actual process of construction. If you're looking to become an architect consultant, You will need to log in these strenuous hours and make a name for yourself in the industry. The only way to get more work as a consultant is to have a good track record and people who are willing to vouch for the quality of your work that you're capable of doing. And if you're just starting to design a portfolio or trying to come up with a basic layout, we offer a number of architecture portfolio templates to save you time. If you're either in school or recently graduated, use the coupon code STUDENT at checkout for an additional. If you're either in school or recently graduated, use coupon code STUDENT at checkout for an additional 15% off your purchase.